My favorite was moving this house from over where the community center parking lot is right now to where it's at right now. This house was built in 1958, 59. People moved into it in 1960. They raised, it's 3 bedrooms, 1 bath house. They raised 6 kids in this house, or 5 kids in this house, plus mom and dad. So there's a lot of history in this house, and I'm glad that we got to get this house when we did. So that's basically what the house is. I pulled all the permits. I became the general contractor. I had a fellow from over in Zebulon, who was a house mover, to move it for me. We had to move it on Sunday morning. It couldn't start till 3 o'clock in the morning, and we had to be done by 8 o'clock. So it was quite a feat. We brought it down Mason Street to Chatham, came out Chatham to Salem, came back down Salem to Saunders, and then down Saunders. And when we got to the railroad tracks, we had to sit there for an hour and a half waiting on the railroad people to give us the okay to cross. So we didn't make the 8 o'clock. It was about 9 o'clock by the time we got it down here, and it was quite a feat. If you look behind you right there, you'll see a picture of it turning the corner at Anna's Pizza. So it's quite a feat, if you want to take a look at that later. The Apex Service Memorial, which is on the corner of Salem and Saunders Street, was, I can't remember what year we dedicated that, but it was quite a project. Bruce Radford, Gene Schultz, myself, a few others got together and put that all together. The piece of steel on the top of the monument came from the number 2 tower. It's 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches. That was donated by the Griffin Industries. And I believe the marbles on that thing came from overseas. I'm not sure where Bruce got that at. But then we had the dedication of it, and the day that we dedicated it, we had the 82nd Airborne Band up here. And lo and behold, it rained. So we had the dedication in the firehouse, and the police chief, fire chief, and myself, we came across the street to unveil it, and it stopped raining just before we started out. So we had our umbrellas out, but we never did have to use them, and it turned out beautiful, I think. I think we've got a beautiful memorial up there, and anybody that hasn't seen it, they need to go see it. The bricks on the in the ground are individual people, and of course my name's on one of them. And Bruce is on there, and there's several of prominent people in town that's on there. So it was all done by private money. In fact, I think there's still some money in that fund over at the town hall. We hope to put a plaque up there, some kind of like an antique, one of the antique plaques, with all 5 of the service medallions on it. And that's something we've talked about, something we've done and talked about in the past, we've looked into, and I think we're going to get that done. Well, to me, it's a small town charm, and I hope that we can maintain that at least in the downtown historic district. I think everybody in the historic district knows where this all at, and it's a beautiful place. I just hope they don't modernize it too much. I'm afraid they're going to, but it is what it is, and we'll have to deal with it. I think Apex has the potential, and I hope they grasp it, of being the best place to live in North Carolina. They have the potential to do it. The leaders over there in town hall are going to have to step up and make it happen. The American Legion is one of the largest and oldest service organization, military service organization, and it's veterans helping veterans more than anything. We have youth programs, we have baseball, football, or not football, but baseball, softball, student trooper, so on and so forth. But I took over in 2009, April 2009, as the commander. At that time, there was 5 of us left. The other 4 wanted to turn the charter in. I told them that was not an option. That was just not an option to me. So we started from there, and we've worked at it. I gave it up in 2012. No, 2012, mid-year, in July. And at the time I gave it up, and it still is, we're up to about 170, 180 members. There's a whole lot more veterans in this town that we need to connect with. And hopefully we can do that and keep building this thing and make it an A1 post. The biggest thing on our bucket list is a post home. Whether that happens or not in my lifetime, I don't know, but that's the bucket list that we've got. The biggest bucket list. There's some place for veterans to be able to go in and sit down and talk and reminisce with each other on a daily basis. The 3 biggest events we host are the Memorial Day, Patriots Day, and Veterans Day. That's the 3 biggest ones. And we're averaging close to 200 people at each one of those now. Oh, it's came a long way, and we'll keep it going.